I already know what the fuck this is, another macro for another Anime Adventures update. I'm basically just doing this because, I really have nothing else to do in Anime Adventures besides macroing and trying to get the best units. And for some reason, everybody is already able to get that because either they're pay to win or they're just really good and really grindy. So, I'm not on their level, you can watch them, but I'm just here to help you guys out, ease the pain on the grinding. But basically, first, what I want you guys to do is, of course, have Tiny Task on deck. That is the macro that you're going to be using. I'll leave the link in the description if you need it. But basically, a second thing you will need in this is, of course, some good units. At least be on the point where you could handle one of the few stages, either stage 1 or stage 2, because this macro will work for any stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and maybe even stage 5, but probably not. That is a bit too hard. You probably need more people with that, unless you have like 20 uniques. But basically, I don't know why I keep saying basically, go ahead and save up your alien scouters for these little sensu beans in the raid shop. It says right here, increase all damage in West City Frieza's invasion rates by 25% and its stacks, meaning 10 times 25, that is 250% damage increase once you have all these sensu beans. And this is a passive, by the way, so it's just like the other raid. So either macro the lower stages to save up for these sensu beans, or go ahead and go to the Discord, which is in the description as well, and grind up these sensu beans yourself and then macro. But do whatever you want, it is what it is. It's just gonna make your life way easier. Now for this video, I will show 3 different angles, but the first thing I will do is show you how to get the start of the macro going. So start on the macro, place it somewhere, and then start recording. Click join in your private server because that's easier and you won't lag as much, and click around just to make sure you're inside the game. And once you're inside here, click around your character because you want to collect the daily rewards. And why not? You know, you're already there. Click quests, click the event rewards, click dailies, click the daily rewards just in case you have completed them and they're in the correct positioning. But then click area and then into raids. Click this a couple times just in case you don't get into it the first time. So, you know, just to make some precautions, and then move to the left and straight into one of these machines. We go left to right, just, you know, just a little bit, just to make sure you're inside. You always want to make sure of every single thing, and then click the West City invasion. Click the one that you want to do. As you can see, I was deciding which one I wanted to do, but since it was just a little showcase, I did a pretty easy one, the commander. Go ahead and click select and then start it up. Once you're inside the game, if you have this angle right here, the one where you're facing away from the city, go ahead and head to the left hand side. Go ahead and jump over all these buildings as well. Avoid as many obstacles as you can and head towards this corner of the map right here. This is a corner because it'll stop you, and it's honestly really useful because it aligns you with everything. Don't go up of it, don't go up the hill because it does mess up the macro. But hit the tunnel, go to the right, left, and then boom, in the tunnel, align yourself with this wall again and head to the right hand side. Jump a couple times, head on over down to the street. I don't know why I skipped past that, but yeah, down the street, keep jumping, and then once you're past here, you don't really need to jump. You can go to this little house right here to align yourself again, but then go straight left and in between these 2 towers right here. This is my preferred one because I see it more often than the other ones, at least for me, and you have 3 towers available for all hill units. So basically, place down your money units. As you can see, I have my hills, I have my hills, I have my hills, I have my grounds. My money units is good to go. And if you want, this is my loadout right here. I do recommend taking off the chat first because sometimes you can't hit that side. As you can see, it gets a little annoying, but my loadout usually consists of 2 money units. You can get rid of one of them and add Nami for extra damage and a little bit of that money income, but 2 money units would do good because the later run will net you tons more money to actually evolve your units. And of course, I have my trusty Metal Knight in deck. And just in case I couldn't use the heals, I do have Toshiro that I could place on the ground, but I didn't really need it since it was a really easy stage. But once you're done, go ahead and click next for around 10 seconds just to make sure you are finished, and then click the exit button. Once you exit out, go ahead and end the macro, and there you go, finished. Now, this is the second angle right here. I don't really prefer this one because I don't like the disadvantage with the height, because as you can see, it's a little lower and you can't really reach the tops or the roofs of the buildings. So if you want to do this one, go ahead, but same deal. Go to the right hand side, hit the corner, and then once you're aligned with the corner, go ahead and go straight into the tunnel, hit the wall, go to the left, straight right into the tunnel, go down, align yourself with the wall, and then left hand side, and there's a little shortcut right here. Go down the street and you can actually just follow this. Don't be scared because the streets will show you where to go. And down here, follow the arrows. I was kind of contemplating where I should put the macro for this angle, but you could press O a couple times to bring it out. As you can see, you barely reach the top of the roofs. So basically what I did is I used these tiny houses right here as leverage, which was honestly pretty smart. But yeah, use it as leverage to actually see the top of the roofs, and it works just fine. As you can see, I could place my Metal Knights, I could place my Money's on the ground, I could place even Sakura there to increase their damage. And it was really useful. useful. I didn't find any problems with this. But same deal, once you finish with the boss, go ahead and click next a couple times and exit out and end the macro. Now this is the last angle right here. It's a little bit higher, so it's basically like the last one but just a higher angle. If you want to choose this one, this is great as well. Either the first one or the third one is great, but go ahead and head to the right hand side, hit this hill over here, this little wall, align yourself, hit the tunnel, same ordeal, go left, straight, right into the tunnel, and then align yourself with the little wall, and then run down the road. Or you could do what I did right here, which was pretty dumb. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but basically I ran it down, I jumped over the obstacles, and I just made it harder for myself. But go down the street, head to the right hand side, hit in between these buildings, and then press O a couple times, and then boom, you'll hit both sides. And just like that, it's easy. Now, I accidentally did do a harder stage here, which as you can see, the senzu beans will help me a ton. But if some units do leak with this angle, you could actually protect themselves by putting some units in the back, which is really nice. But yeah, that's basically it. Enjoy the macro, and I'll probably see you guys later on the next anime adventures update, unless something insane happens.